You nearly didn't do it.
I nearly didn't make it. No, well, it was on. I was filming the pilot of Supergirl in Los Angeles, and they said, oh, you know, there's interest, and they sent me the scripts, and then they said, oh, the dates have changed, so you can't do it. So I forgot all about it. Then it was on again, and then it was off again. And when things are like that, I tend not to engage because you don't want to be disappointed. So I kind of left it at arm's length. And then suddenly they said, look, you know, there's one plane, there's one connection you can make that will literally get you back on the day you have to shoot. So I finished shooting the pilot at 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. I got on a plane to New York, flew to New York. I've got a connection from New York to London. Got picked up from the driver at Heathrow, got driven straight to set, hadn't met anybody, hadn't read the scripts, didn't know what I was shooting, picked out a costume, walked onto the set and just started shooting. And I really had no idea what I was doing. So she's wonderful, really lovely, lovely girl.
Actress.
And so we just giggled all the way through the whole thing and just had a wonderful, wonderful time. So
at what point did you realise that you went in, met a whole bunch of people you didn't know, read from a script you hadn't read, that it actually, hang on a second, this is really good?
About 2 weeks ago. I had no idea. I mean, obviously, when you're filming it, you think, this is pretty good. I kept getting calls from my friends saying, oh, the night manager's really good, and people on Twitter saying, the night manager's really, really good. But I've come back to this complete... It's a shock. It's not a shock, because it's a great show, but it's wonderful that everyone's so into it. It's brilliant.
And you haven't seen the final? I mean, obviously, you know where it goes.
I know where it goes,
but you haven't actually watched it?
No. I do have a link, so I'm going to go home and watch it myself.
You've got a link to
You've got a
link?
link? You might not ever leave this building.
I shouldn't say that, really, because people are trying to be hacking into my phone now. But it's fantastic, and the quality of the work is fantastic, and how great to be in. You know, I've been doing lots of quality stuff in America, and it's just great to be in a great British drama.
Yeah. Well, we were saying as we watched that, playing as we watched the clip there, we're talking yesterday with Olivia, who's amazing. Tom is fantastic, playing a great part. But also, you've got to mention Hugh Laurie, who is so fabulously, darkly, scarily sinister.
Absolutely. I mean, I wasn't on set. I wasn't on set a lot with him because a lot of my scenes weren't around him. But you know, every time he came through the hotel lobby, he was just so into it.
He had a presence.
He had a presence. Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston, obviously everybody's sort of mad at the moment. His name's been put in the hat for Bond. Everybody's saying, as has yours.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Is this news to you too?
You know, you mention things on, you know, people say, oh, you would like to play Bond, and you say something, yeah, it wouldn't be bad, and the next thing you know, it's in the newspapers, yes, I want to play Bond.
Right,
so I tend to try and keep my mouth shut now whenever they say anything. But it would be fantastic.
Well, it would be amazing. I think obviously the other name in the pot is Idris.
Idris, yes. Damien's in there, so there's a lot of us.
Who would be your, if it wasn't you, who would be your Bond?
I'd like to see Idris have a go. I mean, it'd just be so different, you know. It'd be so different, and I think it would shed a different light on the whole character.
Have we lost you completely from over here? Are you permanently based in America?
No, I'm not. I'm back here now. I'm taking a bit of a break, and I'd love to come back. I mean, I do spend a lot of time there. I spent the last 4 or 5 years there for at least 6 months of the year.
Right.
So I would love to come back and do some more British drama if I can.
Does the diversity row still rage in Hollywood after the Oscars?
It does, and I have to say that since the Oscars has come up, there's been a real boon in scripts and parts for black actors and black actresses, which is fantastic. Great parts now coming through for black actresses, and it's, you know, we really do need to catch up here because the studio heads seem to be getting the message that there's not only an audience out there, but there is a desire for people to see people of colour in central roles and in authoritative roles. So it's
but not cast because of that reason. Cast because they're great actors.
Because they're great actors, and because there is the demand for it. You know, there's a real demand to see more diversity on screen.
Are we better here?
I'm not sure we are actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, again, I think Adrian's now doing a show on BBC One, so that's 2. Whereas, again, in American television, it's countless.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to work with are the black actors. It's me or Idris, or it's Idris or Lenny.
Yeah.
Or it's so we've got such a strong generation of black actors in this country. It would be wonderful for us all to kind of work together on a project.
Just want to finish on the F word, because that's for Sky Arts. The F being failure.
Yes.
Failure, because many actors, Olivia, yourself, have gone through periods where the work was very, very sparse.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of do a kind of no holds barred, true depiction of what it's like to be in the action profession. I think everyone has this idea that we're all sitting at home choosing which script to do next, and that's just not the reality. Sometimes you hit a patch where there isn't a lot of work, or you do want to take a break, or you just can't get in the room, and I wanted to make it for young actors and for people who may be struggling right now to say that it's not you shouldn't take it personally. That's just part of the process that part of the process of being an actor. That it's ups and downs, and sometimes it's incredible highs, and you do get those crashing lows as well.
Yeah. Well, that's on Sky Arts, isn't it?
It's on Sky Arts. You can find it on Catch Up.
Yeah.
But the final part of The Night Manager...
Didn't spoil anything either.
Sunday at 9 on BBC One. I think we dodged that very well.
We did, yeah. Very, very well done.
Is there going to be
a second one?
Rumours. But who's going to be in it?
Well, yeah, because we don't know who's alive.
Right, don't ruin it now, anybody. Just stop talking.
Tell you what, it's a nightmare show, because we've got Henry Cavill and we've got Amy on from Batman v Superman, which I went to see last night, and that is the movie. You can't even speak without spoiling something there. So how the hell we're going to do that interview? I have no clue. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.